Hey, folks, welcome to the human experience. Uh, I am bringing to you today my story. Uh, it's going to be part one of three episodes, so do stay tuned. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop into it. So, I am from Denmark, South Carolina. I am 29 years old. I have a twin brother and an older brother on my mom's side and an older brother on my dad's side. But I only grew up with my two brothers on my mom's side. So that's my twin brother and my older brother, and my mom and my stepdad. And life was pretty decent. We grew up middle class. Some would say lower middle class, but I think we were just middle class for our area. So life was pretty decent. We didn't really want for much growing up. Uh, to spare a lot of the details, I can just cut through a lot of some of the things that you guys don't really need to know. So, for you guys to understand, just to be honest. So, uh, long story short, while I was going through middle school, my mom was diagnosed with congestive heart failure. Congestive heart failure is a heart condition that prevents your heart from pumping blood efficiently out to the rest of your body. So it could be a fatal condition, basically. So my mom had some serious issues living with that condition because with congestive heart failure, your body doesn't retain water efficiently. It doesn't distribute water weight as it normally would. So my mom would have like swollen ankles and things like that sometimes. But like I said, I'm gonna skip through a lot of the minute details. Uh, in my sophomore year of high school, my mom passed away from pneumonia, and I was told it was septic shock. For y'all that don't know, pneumonia is a respiratory condition uh, where your lungs are inflamed with like like an infection, somewhat. I guess it's like a lung infection and severe inflammation. And septic shock is like, but it's like your blood turns poison, and your body is like killing itself basically. And it comes from being like bedridden for so long. So you could imagine, like in my mom's case, she was in the hospital for months leading up to her death. So just her like, laying in bed all day, like you could imagine how that could happen. So that was one of the core things that shaped my life, as you might imagine. And the way it just shaped my life is like when something like that happens to you at such an early age, you have to learn how to deal with that emotionally when you're not really meant to. Because it's a huge trauma that nobody really tells you how to deal with. And you would understand if you've been through that, but that's the best way I can uh, convey that to those that haven't been through that. So basically, you have to grow up pretty fast. Uh, uh, Fast forward, me and my twin brother, we graduate high school, and little did I know, uh, my twin brother actually joined the army without me knowing. Because one day when we were just in class, just doing whatever classwork, uh, me and my brother's name along with a lot of different other students, was called over the intercom for just some random reason. We didn't know what it was for, at least, but it turned out that me and my brother and everybody else that was called over the announcement uh, was supposed to take this military entrance exam called the ASVAB, and I didn't pass it the first time around, but my brother did, and after he passed it, he went in and enlisted in the army, and he shipped off shortly after we graduated high school. Uh, I had no idea before that. He just, woke up one day, packed his stuff and said he'll see me later. That was pretty much it. So I was stuck in the country by myself in a little house in the woods, trying to figure life out as a 17-year-old kid, you know, seeing where I want to go in my life. I didn't really have that many options, or really any options for that matter, because I couldn't go to school. I didn't have any money or scholarships to go to school. I didn't have any job opportunities in Denmark, South Carolina. There are little to no job opportunities for a 17-year-old kid fresh out of high school. So that was out of the question. I tried, but it just wasn't working. So I was pretty much lost for a long time. Until one day, my older brother, he saw me just, struggling to figure life out, and he told me that I should join the military because it's probably a really good option for me. And plus, I needed to pay rent, or I was going to have to start paying to stay at my house. That's how it is in the States for some of my Eastern audiences, or even European audiences. But anyways, fact is, I had to figure something out, and it looked like the military was the right way. So I start putting my mind together, like to think like, man, do I really want to do this? Because I never thought about joining the military before that, because I was really against it in general, because I don't like following orders in general. I'm the type of person that isn't a big fan of authority. So I figured that joining the military would be a really big problem for me. It wouldn't work, you know. But I didn't really have any other options, so I started looking into it. Long story short, ended up joining the Army, and that's where we're going to stop, because I am not going to try and narrate any further than that. I think that trying to be a narrator on my first try is not the way to go. So that is where I'm going to stop. In the next episode, I'm going to cover how I went from a new graduate, fresh out of high school, to a soldier. And anything after that, you're going to have to hear in the next episode. If you like this episode, hit that like button, and you know the rest. You've been on YouTube for a while. I'll see you later. Stay curious.